Hey, Mr. Jack.
Well, too late to do anything about it now. What do you think, Ruby?
Oh!
Melissa. Is it,
No. So long, Colton. Good luck with your television show tonight.
Ruby, I'm so... Colton! What a surprise. I didn't think it was this late. You're going to your show. You look very handsome. You're all prepared for it, I see.
Well, I would be more prepared for it if I knew you were going to be there.
Oh, that's very sweet of you, but you know I can't get off of work.
Oh, yes, you can.
No, my hair is a mess, too.
She's only been fussing with it for about the past 2 hours.
You know, it would really be a big favor to me if you'd show up. I feel so stupid talking to that camera. It's like talking to a big metal monster with one glowing red eye. So you know what I usually do? I pick out one person in the audience that I think looks nice, and then I imagine them standing right next to the camera. It would be great if that person was a friend, like you. Please.
Okay, I'll try very hard to be there, I promise.
I'll try. You know something? You just gave me a great idea about what to talk about today. Thank you, Melissa. Oh, and you better be there because you are definitely going to be the person I imagine standing next to that camera. See you, Rube.
Okay, so long.
Ruby, Scott is a part of my life. Now we're going to talk this out, and we're going to do it right now.
Dr. Hardy? It's so good to see you. I have a message for you.
Yes, a message?
Yes, your mother said that to tell you she'll be right back and ask you to wait for her.
Of course.
Dr. Hardy? Are you all right?
Oh, I guess I'm just a little tired, I suppose. Well, people of different colors shouldn't get married. Excuse me, what did you say?
Tom, don't do anything. Patrick, please, could you talk?
Come on, Tom. I said if you wanted to have another doctor in the family, you could at least pick one your own color.
And I say, why don't you shut up, you ignorant creep? You're asking for it.
Yeah? I'll bet you get everything you ask for and more. Is she great in bed?
Well, whatever it's worth, your father said he hoped that he would have the courage to do what you did under the same circumstances.
Foolish courage.
Well, that's what we'll all be waiting to learn in the courtroom, won't we?
But maybe you shouldn't come down there.
Nonsense.
Well, I don't want you to have to face any unnecessary humiliation.
Humiliation? What would be humiliating? It would be if we let you face it alone. We're your parents, remember? Well, you've been there from the beginning.
Yeah, I guess you're right. The beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And the end.
Hi there. I heard your surgery this morning went absolutely brilliant. So now, do you want to mess around?
Depends, actually. Does your copy of the Karma Sutra have a chapter on social climbing?
Well, actually, the chapter I'm most interested in is the one on exotic settings. You know, Amanda Barrington, she told me about this wonderful little resort that has a spa where you can lose all this weight and then a great 5-star restaurant to put it right back on.
Oh, I can't do Dad.
I can't leave the hospital. You heard Steve last night. The accreditation committee's coming back again. So what am I supposed to do? Leave the hospital high and dry while I go out and have fun and games?
Well, Tony, we could just sneak away maybe for a day or two. You know, have a little romantic getaway. I think that's just what we need. And Amanda said that this is the perfect place for that. It's very relaxing, and you just don't have a care in the world, and we'd just be alone, just the two of us. And we wouldn't be bored either, I promise. I mean, she said there's no telling who would show up. There's a lot of important people that go there, and we could make some great new friends.
You know something? You are amazing. I have all the friends I need, all right? Right here, right now. And they need me. You want to climb social ladders? You want to meet important friends? You just don't give up, do you? You have to do it alone.
Always be so angry at me. Can't you understand? I just want everybody else to see what a wonderful, brilliant man I married. And that's no reason for you to just keep pushing me away.
And I thought I was getting a wife instead of an advertising agency.
It's a very cruel thing to say to me. I just want you to have all the success that you deserve. I'm just trying to help.
And see, that's very funny because I think I'm doing pretty well for myself, but obviously it's not good enough for you.
Wait, you are
it's good enough for me, and if you hadn't done that stupid manipulation, I would have been assistant chief of staff, which I didn't want to begin with.
Well, you deserve that job, but you just never seem to want what you deserve, so I'm trying to help you get it.
And why is that so important to you? We have enough. We have more than most people. I'm glad you're ambitious for me, but why can't we wait for the rewards to come to us?
Maybe it's because I love you so much.
You love me, or you love what I can be?
You aren't understanding. I don't know what you want from me. All I know is that I am trying to build a future for us. I'm trying to give us something. And you haven't come near me lately. You leave me completely alone. Do you realize we haven't made love in a very, very long time? I don't understand. You need to help me. You just need to help me, make me see how I can make you happy.
Dr. Jones, Dr. Tony Jones to recovery, staff. Dr. Jones to recovery, staff.
Dr. Jones, to your wife, Stet.
Lucy, you'd better come quick. One of the daycare children is hurt.
Well, if all your optimism is going to work out, I'd better keep my appointment with Scott. They picked a jury this morning, you know. I'll see you in court.
Huh?
You look about like I feel.
Well, I don't know which is worse, cutting out an appendix or trying to cut costs. I gotta meet with a supplier. Oh, I'm sorry, Tom. Listen, I'm so preoccupied at the moment. I just want to say, don't worry about it. I will be at your trial right on time. I promise.
Thank you.
Okay.
Dr. Belfry.
Okay. You want to talk? Let's talk.
I want you to understand about Scott.
I don't want to talk about Scott, Paula. I want to know why. You're ruining your marriage.
Me? I am not ruining my marriage. Jake left me. Jake left me to go 5,000 miles away to live in the jungle.
Honey, you read his letters, and you can see the pain between the lines.
Pain? You want to know about pain? You know what? You should have been with me when I went to Montevideo and I sat there waiting for him, and he never bothered to show up. You want to know about worry? Try living on 2 letters in all of this time.
Honey, he said he wrote you more.
Well, I'm glad he's concerned enough to write to you about it. I'm sorry he's not concerned enough to interrupt his lifestyle to come here for a few days to do something about it.
Honey, I'm sure Jake has a reason. We have to deal with his whole character. And speaking of character...
Don't start on Scott.
He has none. And I hate to see you throwing yourself at him.
You know what I hate? I hate other people trying to run my life. Scott has been there for me. That is a lot more than Jake's been able to manage these days.
Well, if he's being decent, there's something in it for him.
Ruby, this is really my business.
Okay. Okay. No sense in talking. Nobody's listening. Melissa, if you want to ruin your life, don't expect me to help you do it. Melissa, I want you and Trixie to run this place. I gotta get out of here.
You okay? Do you want anything else?
I'm fine. How about some coffee?
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure.
Actually, I need your advice about something. Actually, it's about men.
Well, honey, I'm the wrong person to ask when it comes to men. But fire away. What's the problem?
The best for last. This is only the first Colton Foundation financial statement. But take a look at the totals. Look at the amount of contributions coming in. No. Take a look at these numbers here.
Yeah, I'll look at those in a second. Aren't these costs kind of high? I mean, these are administrative expenses, right? And all of this is Cheryl's salary?
Startup costs are extremely high. And Cheryl's putting in an immense amount of time, especially as regards charitable distributions, keeping them in line. We're really going to have our ratios balanced as soon as she's up and running.
Yeah, I'm sure. But, I still don't feel comfortable asking people for money for this.
But it doubles the value of the show. We help people on the air and off the air.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of things I don't understand about all this, but I really would like to talk to either Cheryl or Tiffany about all this financial stuff.
I don't think that'll be possible today. They're locked into a syndication meeting that'll probably go on half the night. Besides, you don't really have much time before we let the audience in. There's a line of teenagers stretched halfway around the block already waiting to get in.
Only teenagers?
Okay, I think we can have a break now.
So tell me about your man troubles.
Well, this is what I wanted to know. I want to know how to attract an older man.
Oh. Well, probably the same way you attract a younger man, only slower. But, Melissa, I really can't help much unless you're willing to tell me who the man is.
Okay, you promise not to laugh.
Mm-hmm.
It's Colton.
You can't be serious.
Why not? He's not that much older than I am, really.
Melissa, he's bad news.
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, I don't know that much about him personally, but he's Lucy Coe's cousin, and I just get a bad feeling about the man. Whoever ends up with him is going to be headed for trouble. Now, if you really want my advice and you don't want to get hurt, stay away from him.
Haven't you seen his show? Haven't you heard him talk? He's wonderful. I mean, he talks like that here with me. I mean, he does talk to me a lot. It's really quite amazing.
Honey, look, I have to go. But that's my advice. If you don't want to get hurt, stay away from him.
Oh, Ruby likes him a lot.
Ruby is not always right, especially when it comes to men.